All right, YouTube. I know a lot of people aren't going to be watching this because it's midday. Most people are at work, and well, I didn't schedule it, so I don't expect a lot of people to watch this now. But I got to put this out for people who haven't got the news yet. I'm sure a lot of people have been following what's going on with the ATF and their classification of pistol braces. They went after Q, saying that because their pistol brace had a length of pull that was greater than 13.5 inches, that it was illegal, which is funny because they didn't actually have one greater than 13.5 because they measured it at an off angle, not in regulation with how they say you must measure a length of pull. Anyway, so we all know what's going on with that, which is interesting because they're not putting out any statement, any letters. They're not penning anything, making new arbitrary restrictions on what we can and can't do, where people can actually follow and figure out, hey, is my pistol brace going to be illegal? Does it have to do just with length of pull? Is there a way I can make with Q, it's got a pull out. Could you just weld up the tabs and grind out two ones and make it slightly shorter by a quarter inch? Little things like that. But it seems yesterday, one of the largest Second Amendment attorneys in the nation found out that the ATF is doing one of the largest gun grabs they've done in a long time. They are trying to reclassify rifle caliber pistols, and not even rifle caliber pistols, because if you look at the wordage or the verbiage that they use in the information that they're able to receive, was it's if any AR, AK, or any similar type of weapon. So it's not just ARs and AKs. It's anything that's other than a standardized pistol. So if it's over 8 pounds, if it's like that kind of weapon or firearm, and it's under 26 inches, if it has a heavy barrel on it, if it uses rifle caliber ammunition, which is a real weird one because the ATF went through a lot of trouble to reclassify, 5.56, 308 rounds like that as being pistol ammunition. So we can't own 308 AP ammo anymore because it goes into a pistol, so it makes it illegal. But yet now they're trying to say, oh, well, it's not pistol ammunition, it's rifle ammunition. Well, make up your minds, ATF, which one it is. So anyways, they're trying to make any of those legal. Plus, on top of that, they're trying to make any pistol version. So we're talking about like any pistol AK, any pistol AR, the new, SP5, any of those illegal for export or import into the United States. So they are trying to do a massive restriction on gun ownership. And it's not going to have a grandfathering. There's not going to be any of that. It's going to be, if you have these weapons, you have to do a $5 tax stamp. And the way tax stamps are going right now, we're looking anywhere between 12 to 18 months turnaround. So we're talking about just braces alone are 3 to 4 million people in the United States. If you add all the other ones that don't have them but fall somewhat into that category that don't have braces, we're talking upwards of 10, 15 million plus firearms. Now imagine if everyone in the U.S. has to do that, we're talking about 4 or 5 years, possibly a turnaround for the ATF to be able to do that many AOWs, I'm sorry, saying AOL, showing my age, AOW tax stamps. And yeah, a lot of people are going to like, oh, it's only $5, not realizing, okay, so I have to take this firearm, I have to disassemble it, then I have to turn around and I have to wait for years for a little piece of paper or permission slip from the government to come out to say I can reassemble it, and then it's going to be on a registry of restricted firearms that I own. And beyond that, I won't be able to cross state lines with it unless I notify the government going, hey, I'm going to go up to, like, I'm in Texas, I got family in Nebraska for my wife's side, and when I travel, I don't travel just a little 9mm. I bring some stuff with me, in case. And if I want to bring one of those with me, hey, I got to let the government know in a month in advance. Oh, I plan on taking this trip, and here's the date, and here's when I'm bringing. And it's just the government trying to get control and trying to restrict stuff. And you look at what Joe Biden's trying to say, putting, Beto O'Rourke, or fake Beto into control. He's saying we're going to take your AR-15s, we're going to take your AK-47s, they're going to do all that stuff. Well, if they do that, then they're basically trying to take those out of our hands, make us disassemble them, and then turn around and be like, oh, well, too late, because we're going to make those illegal anyway. So they're just trying to take a large chunk of what we have in arms in America, make them illegal until we get a tax stamp, and then before we even can, they might even just make them illegal overall. And now they haven't released this information yet, because it seems everything's pointing to, because right now I'm not sure if people are aware, but President Trump put out a presidential order telling all these ABC agencies that they can no longer just start making up these arbitrary rules that affect people in a legal sense. So they told the ATF, hey, you can't just keep, hey, you're going to do this, hey, you're going to do that, and then make it where it becomes criminally liable for people. But the ATF said, you know what? Screw you. We're going to do whatever we want to, because we're going to get all this stuff into place. And when Biden comes in the office, he's going to repeal your presidential order. And then we're just going to dump a whole bunch of this. And we're going to do one of the largest Second Amendment invasions in America that we have in a long time. So there's going to be more information coming out soon. This is just a heads up for anyone who hasn't heard it. Sorry for the shitty quality of the vehicle. Yes, I swore. Fuck you, I don't care. Y'all have a great day now.